we're just coming to Craven Arms now. Hope you enjoyed that little bit of road. It's not a bad bit of road, that, once you get past all the villages. We're definitely going to get some rocket fuel, I think, now. Back on the A49 now, so as I say, I don't mind this road because it's, yeah, it is a fast, it is a, you know, a nice fast sweeping road. You can get a few mobile bottlenecks when you get like loads of traffic, but because it's a fairly open road, there is plenty of overtaking opportunities. So you can make steady progress. Oh, a kite up there. A steady progress. See, like this one, you see, you got, because obviously cars don't have, sorry, they don't have the acceleration that a motorbike does. Yes, you do need to pick your opportunities when they arrive. Sometimes you've just got to go for it, unfortunately, but I've got one of these fluffy, extra fluffy mic muffs on. It's a bit like permanently having Maisie's tail in my face. Bits and pieces come sort of like molting all the time. But they were only cheap, so what do I expect? I only buy cheap. I have looked at camera options, thinking of upgrading the drift, and I really sort of like stuck to find something that doesn't have bad reviews. I suppose the only one that really got good reviews is the Osmo 4, well, any of the Osmo 3, 4 or even 5. What I have an issue with is that, yeah, okay, this drift camera is not the best quality in the world, and I'll fully admit that, and I make no apologies for the fact that, you know, that it is, it's a fairly basic camera. It does everything I want it to do, to be fair, but yeah, you know, it hasn't got that stabilisation software in it or anything like that, so it is a bit jerky, as you can probably see. However, and obviously the sound quality is not 100%. So yes, I've been looking at options, and yeah, you know, they're all much of a muchness. As I say, the GoPro, yeah, you hear a lot about, you know, and there are quite a lot of the YouTubers, TMF, um, Vida, all those, they all use the DJI Osmo. And they all swear by it. It's the best thing since sliced bread compared to the GoPro. And they've all, you know, had issues with the GoPro, and that's why they've ditched the GoPro for the Osmos. But the issue I have with it is that they're not set up ready for, you know, inserted mics. You have to buy, on the GoPro you have to buy the media mod, which is like 80 quid. And it's the same with the, you know, to have an external mic, you have to have the add-on adapter to be able to take, you know, and they're all about 70-80 quid. And when you're spending £200-300 on a camera, you know, you'd think that they would do like well, there'd be a bundle available that you could buy the camera and only, I don't know, they discount the accessory to facilitate the use of external mics. Yeah, I know, you know, but that's the other thing, that, you know, like the wireless mic that goes with the Osmo, you're talking another couple of £100 for the wireless mic. So, you know, you're looking at £400 or £500 just to get a setup. You know, and as I've said before, I'm not particularly bothered about doing this professionally, making money out of it, but I just think that, you know, that when you see other bikes footages when they're using GoPros and Osmo 4s, you think the quality is far superior to what I can offer. I think that, you know, that ultimately, I suppose I have got to think about that what you guys like to see, and what, you know, I have had a couple of comments about sound quality. I have brought a lavalier mic, which is actually made it worse. Could be because I brought cheap again, but so yeah, so I don't know. Is it worth me? I mean, even buying them like second hand, or if you go on eBay or whatever, you're still talking. You've still got, you know, you're still talking just the basic camera, which is probably 200 quid. But you've still got to get the adapter for the external mic adapter, or the medium bob for the GoPro. So I'm just a bit loath to be spending lots of money on something that I am only going to use on the odd occasion when I'm on the bike. But then when I do go on longer trips and what have you, I think that probably you as the viewer would probably enjoy it a lot better if the sound quality was absolutely spot on, and, you know, the colours and the, you know, the not so you know, and the better picture quality, you would enjoy the videos a lot more, which would then maybe ultimately get me more views, get me more subscriptions, etc, etc. So I'm really sort of like very confused at the moment. As I say, I like the Drift XL. done everything that I've wanted it to do, but I think I could have probably done it better. What do you think? Put in the comments below. Is it really going to matter to you guys who view, you know, what the picture quality is like? And sound quality? Tell me, please. Don't be afraid to. You know, I do enjoy constructive criticism. So, put some comments below. Tell me what you think. Maybe you've got experience of these cameras. Anyway, we're coming to Clee Hill now, so my stomach is telling me that I need to eat this sausage roll. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. As it's still clear blue sky, I can feel it is a little bit more windy up here, but then it would be because I'm up on thill. But it is my favourite place to come and sit and someone's got a smoky bonfire. Ooh. As my late mum would say, someone's burning their old socks. So there we are, in Clee Hill. Yes, it is a bit blowy up here. But the most interesting thing is that it's lovely and sunny. Let me just talk you through what we can see up here. There is a toposcope up there which you can walk to, which I might actually walk to today. So at least then it gives you an idea of what we're looking at. So bear with me, I'll just the actual summit is actually, you can just see it through the trees. There's a house up there. The summit is actually at the back of that house of Clee Hill. Oh, we're not going to see very much here, are we? Oh no, that was a bit pointless, wasn't it? Yeah. Got a UR here, Clee Hill. But other than that, sorry, I brought you all the way over here. But anyway, I can sort of give you a rough idea. So right over there, right in the far distance, this is all Brecon Beacons. And as you come round, that's, yeah. Right in the distance, that's the Black Mountains. Right in front of us here is the Malvern Hills. Right in front of us. can sort of make out Northern Hills, Broad Heath. There's Aberley Hill. But yeah, you get an idea of what you can see. So you've got most of Worcestershire, not Worcestershire, the remains of Staffordshire, Shropshire I mean. That's got to be the Brecons. This is the Black Mountains here that go across there. And further round, if we were on the summit, you can see the Shropshire Hills. But yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's time for a sausage roll, do you? Come on then. Let's go back again. Anyway, as you can see, I've got the rear-facing camera set up now, so hopefully I can get some decent footage. If you don't see it, I haven't. But yeah, it is a bit blowy up here. I don't know if you can hear it or not through the mic, but anyway, let's make our way back. I've just seen on there's a different route I'm going to take back, road I've never been on, so we'll have to see what that's like. It's very windy up here, but I suppose, as I say, it would be because I'm on top of a hill. Anyway, camera's still working. So, for those of you who have been this way with me before, let's see if we can avoid any of the kamikaze sheep. To be fair, I don't think I've had an issue with the sheep along here before now, so he says never say never. But yeah, no, so sausage roll imbibed. Not the best sausage roll in the world, but I do like a sausage roll. I have to say, the sausage rolls go. The best ones I've had so far are the National Trust. The not so good one was what I had about a month ago when I was out on the bike, but I went out on just a little bimble. It was only a little one, and I went to a cafe and they had one sausage roll left, and it turned out to be a vegan one. It was okay, you know, it was alright. It was got like a chili bean filling instead of meat based, so it was okay. It wasn't inedible, but it wasn't certainly not one I would choose. Anyway, let's see if I can find this other road that I want to go, which I believe is just down here on the left, so it should be signposted Bridgnorth, I think, if I know what road it is. And there are two roads quite close together, so I don't want to get on the wrong one. This one here, then it should be the second one after this one. Is it this one? I think it is. Is it one? Yeah, it must be. Find out in a minute. When I get down there and think, oh, I don't want to be down here. Anyway, let's have a look. I think I will go left. Oh, good pheasant. My nemesis, pheasants. Had a nasty incident with a pheasant a few years ago going up to Donington. I was on the A42 and I'd got a couple of my mates with me, following me. I had my Tiger then, my Tiger 800 XC, and we're on the A42 and I could see in front of me this pheasant in the middle of the A42. Anybody who knows what the A42 is like, it's basically motorway, but it isn't motorway. But anyway, and I was just coming up to pass a transit van and I could see this pheasant, and the pheasant then, and I saw that it went over to the left, and brain dead animals that they are, just as I passed the van it decided to turn right, turn around and come back again and planted itself in the front of the Tiger, causing untold damage. Thank you very much. Untold damage to the front of the Tiger. But as it hit the Tiger, it flew over the top of my head. Cheers, mate. Over the top of my mate who was behind me, and landed in front of the guy behind him. Hold on, give way. Bloody things. That wasn't a pheasant anyway. So yeah. So ever since then I've always been very wary about pheasants, and so they're brain dead bloody creatures. They're nice to eat though. I've had pheasants plenty of times to eat. So yeah. So ever since then I've always been very wary about pheasants, and so they're brain dead bloody creatures. They're nice to eat though. I've had pheasants plenty of times to eat. The only thing you've got to worry about when you're eating pheasant is the lead shot. There's only left in it. But yeah, they are beautiful looking birds, but thick as shit. Now talk about kamikaze sheep on the top of Clee Hill. Well, kamikaze bloody pheasants when you're driving down little lanes like this. That's rather pretty. See, if I hadn't come out, I wouldn't have seen that. I really have no idea where I am at the moment. I'm assuming I'm still in Shropshire. Surely I'm going to come to something that I recognise, you'd think. Oh dear. Probably wasn't the best idea. Yeah, carry on. Bound to come to something that's a bit more familiar, hopefully, he says. Well, I thought would take me somewhere, going to take me an hour to get home. Brought me up into a farmyard. Oh dear. Actually, this road gets a little bit better. It looks like it does. Cool, yes. It's definitely farming country. Where on earth am I? Oh, there's a pheasant, look, up ahead. Come on, out of the way. Stay that side. That's it, well done. That one's got the other half of the brain set. Oh, where am I going now? Ooh, okay. There is Clee Hill. Do I go right or do I go left?